about to get it started here, guys. I know that so many of you have been waiting to get it started. This is our very first public Smasher Competition business presentation for the pre-launch of this amazing, the word tool doesn't even quite encompass what this is. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. It's a little bit after 5, and I know that people are still joining us, but we will go ahead and start. My name is Vivian Russell. For those of you who do not know me, I have the privilege to be able to work with J.J. Ulrich, who is the person who had created the vision of Smasher Competition, and he is nothing short of a genius, and I am a really great guy, and I'm very privileged to be able to work with him. My background, very briefly, I've been in sales and marketing for over 20 years. I was a VP of sales and marketing for a couple of international software development firms, and as well in network marketing for a good 18 years of that time as well. And throughout my time in sales, I must tell you, I have never seen anything quite like this. So I'm very, very excited. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start, but I do need JJ to give me rights so that I can push this thing along. I need presenter rights. All right, so there you go. All right, so there's JJ the man right there. For those of you who have never seen him, I think most have, but let's go ahead and get started. Smash your competition. All right, so first of all, Smash your competition, the Smash Edge. Let's talk about why this thing is so remarkable, and that's pretty much what we will be doing throughout this next 45 minutes. Smash your competition is quite revolutionary. It's a one-of-a-kind marketing and contact management solution, and it's unsurpassed in power and effectiveness. What I mean by that is if you search the world, you will not find another tool for marketers, for business people, whether it's enterprise-wide or an entrepreneur. You will not find another tool that is as powerful and comprehensive as Smash Your Competition. Secondly, it's very much a game changer because it's a combination of so many things. Like 20, you'd have to go get 15 or 20 different systems and integrate them so that everything talked with one another, and you still would not quite have the edge that Smash has. You through this, the benefits that you have is if you're a Top Gun network marketer or a Top Gun business person out there, you are going to be able to leverage your time. Basically, and Lynn Carrillo came up with this concept, and I really love it. You can smash 8 hours of time down into 1. So it really leverages your time. And when you're a very busy and very productive business person or marketing person, that's vital. Secondly, it fuels your marketing. Well, how is it going to do that? Because it will attract prospects to your primary business or businesses. And by virtue of the fact that, believe it or not, you're able to give this away. Because you're able to give it away, it becomes viral very, very quickly, and that's what we expect. It integrates all aspects of business, of marketing, of everything that you do into one hub, so your productivity goes through the roof. And also, for the novice, for the person that's out there that may not be a Top Gun yet, it collapses time frames from novice to Top Gun. You look like a seasoned Top Gun professional right out the gate. So let's just go to this next slide, and then I'm going to introduce the man himself. But this is just a few icons here, just a few, not all, but just a few of the different things that are under one umbrella for you. That'll just absolutely explode your business. To talk to you more about what it does in detail, I want to introduce JJ. JJ Ulrich, I'd like to ask him to actually go through his background a little bit because he can do it better justice. What I will tell you is that he has a huge background of success, but more importantly, he is a remarkable leader and a remarkable man. And so without any further ado, I just want to introduce JJ Ulrich, my friend, and of course my associate. JJ.
Vivian, thank you, sweetheart. I am so excited to be on tonight, our first business presentation. You know, many people don't understand what it takes to get to this point. So I want to actually rewind a little bit. I want to take you back to about a year ago. And for those of you guys that don't know me, I've been a seasoned networker for many, many years. Have been an executive business consultant for 14 years. I've worked in industries of all the way back to Yellow Pages. I know archaic, but I've been there. I've been in network marketing. I got out of network marketing because the company went down, or the owner got, what do you call it? Alternative motives, okay, and it ended up taking the company down or having bad ethics. And so I kept bouncing from corporate America back to network marketing, knowing my heart was as an entrepreneur. However, no one would show me the tricks. Everybody always said to me, you just have to go out and tell your friends and family, just a few people, and you're going to be making tons of money. I'm like, well, that can't be too hard. I make friends easily. I should be able to network with 3 to 4 people. Well, guys, it doesn't work that way. Okay, never does. You may be able to go out and build a small business with 2 or 3 people, but what I started learning is I started surrounding myself around people that knew how to do it better than I did. Now, I've done Yellow Pages, radio, TV. I've done direct mail, print marketing, postcards, flyers, letters. I actually even rented one of those little things that flies behind an airplane. That was an interesting experience. It did not get nearly the results you would think it would have. Guys, I've tried many of the solutions that are out there in the market, and I've learned a couple lessons along the way. First of all, you'll hear this if you do enough actual education in your trade. The people who build the tools usually win. Okay, because it's not the product, the service, the opportunity, or the program you're pushing. It is the tool of how you can generate interest to others and establish relationships. Now, about a year ago, I got into a pretty in-depth conversation because I was at that time utilizing a tool called Act Software. Maybe it goes back about a little bit over a year. And this Act Software was a very simple little component that allowed me to track names, addresses, phone numbers, contacts, and calendar items. Now the challenge and yes guys, I did use the 3x5 index cards before that. So, yes, I have been there. But I went to a contact manager as soon as my contacts grew to over 1,000 people. Now I would bet you if we did a poll on this audience right now, many of you have well over 1,000 people in your contacts. Now when you start marketing those, you start to establish relationships with people. And that's really how you win in this business, is you establish very established relationships. Well, how do you do that most effectively? It comes to some type of contact management system. Now you have a lot of players in the marketplace. This is not a new concept. You have companies like Act and Goldmine, and you have Gmail, and you have Yahoo, and you have Sugar CRM, and you have Salesforce, and you have all these tools that give you the best tool in the marketplace. Then you have calendar systems like Google. You have them on different contact bridges. You have task managers like Basecamp, and you have all these other tools. You have SEO marketing systems like Hootsuite, Bubble Suite, Blastall, PM, all these different things out there. Then you have email systems. You got Wowie and TalkFusion and GVO and all these other solutions like that. You have social sites like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and the other 3,000 that go along with them. You have ad special hot links like your Groupons and your ad networks like pay-per-click solutions you need to buy. You have analytics systems that will track it all. You got pay-per-click marketing like you got ClickSense and Traffic Ad Bar and all the tools we've all used. Is it spinning yet? Because guys, we're only halfway. Oh, so funny you said that one. It starts to get out of control because what happens is someone says go into marketing. Oh, well, you need a contact manager. Well, you need this email blaster. Oh, you also need this. Oh, you need to be doing SEO. You need to be doing blogging. And to the end user that just opened up their computer, they don't stand a chance. And they're willing to, unless they're willing to dig in and start learning to use all these tools. Well, that requires training. Who's going to train them? Well, then you have automated training systems saying my system's the best, your system's the best, mine has this, well mine has this. Then you have all the instant messengers, the portals, the integrated video email systems, the personal assistants. Guys, what we did is we took all this and we took it into account and says, listen, no longer do people need to come in, open up their computer, and try to figure out how the heck to build this. The number one thing you need to have to build and grow your business, the number one thing, what is it? How many of you guys think you know it? Is it a good personality? Do you got to be charming? Do you got to be blonde? Do you got to be brunette? Do you got to have friends? What if you don't have any friends? Passion, lists, customers. You need prospects. Okay? You need prospects. You will not sell anything unless it's to your friends and family, and most of you have probably been outcast from coming over to family dinner because you try to sell them the next greatest, latest deal. I know. I've been there. I had to get out of that trade. Called the NFL program, No Friends Left. We wanted to target the system to build and grow contacts in a very simple way. That started the design of what we now refer to as Smash Your Competition. Now I want you to keep in mind today that the system I'm showing you is entirely white labelable. Now what is white labeled? That means if you're in ABC Super Team or you're in Super Rockstar Honey Nut Team or whatever you're in, if you're in Amway Super Team, this is your system. The logos, the branding, the image wraps around what you do and how you do it. So the branding of the system is entirely whoever wants to utilize it to build their team. That was important because I bet you on this call today, not including the thousands of people that will watch this in a video email or on a video blog or something like that, many of you are going to be watching this from a different company or a different provider. It doesn't matter because it doesn't need to be Smash. It needs to benefit your business, not Smash. That was a really big deal to me. So let's break into this a little bit. What the heck is Smash Your Competition? You see a lot of logos on your screen, but let's break it down. First of all, it's a next generation comprehensive contact management system. Guys, I have looked at the competitors and there is nothing like what I am about to show you in just the contact management system. You know, our system will gather data from visitors, including unique information such as birthdays, you get their anniversaries, you add additional information as you work with a contact, right? Well, that gets put in one place, but it will also allow you to attach calendar and notes and tasks, and you guys use tools like Dropbox and Google Drive. Well, check this out. You can actually attach documents, messages, phone calls, history. Now, with this, if you think about this, what does that all mean? What does all these different pieces do? Well, now you no longer have to worry about, oh man, how many times did I meet with Vivian? You know, when was our last meeting? When was our last phone call? Well, what did we say on those phone calls? Now, let me tell you this. Do you guys like typing out all the notes after you leave a meeting? I know I don't, okay? It's not a fun experience. Well, what about talking to your contact manager? You'll be able to hit a button. It will record what you're saying, and it will actually send it out to a live transcription service that will dictate out your message and put it back in the notes of the contact record you're working with. How does that work for doctors and attorneys and all these other tools that are out there? You can also hit a button. It will immediately call your contact. It will allow you to interact with your contact and then disposition that call with information on the system. And in future versions, we're going to actually build into it a predictive dialer. So those of you guys that are using Phone Burner and Magic Caller and all that stuff, you'll click a button. It's built right into your contact manager, and it will start dialing the contacts or groups you've set forth. Okay, that is not in the first rollout. Just hear that on my message. Just like I said again, that is not in our first rollout. Okay, so this is going to come. When this actually gets out here and you think about these things coming into place and all this other information, you can now do things like different database groupings. You'll be able to, and I'll get into this here in just a second a little bit more, but you can quickly find and interact with all your contacts. Huge, huge component. The next thing is it was vital to have an integrated calendar. If I wanted to meet with my entire networking group, such as a one-stop information for my entire WowWee team. I could click a button. It would schedule an event with every single one of you. It would allow us to interact via email, text, instant messenger, and it would notify the group of that correspondence. But it gets even better. Okay? You can now send out notices, meeting follow-ups, and reminders via your Smash personal video assistant. What's a video assistant? Well, we'll get into that in a minute. For additional conveniences, you can create multiple calendars. You can share a team calendar. You can open up appointment slots on a shared calendar. Now, those of you guys that have ever booked an appointment with me, one of the biggest things I ever did that saved me time, I used to run 4 to 5 appointments a day. That was about it, because I couldn't handle anymore. There was, hey, when can you meet? Oh, I can meet this time. Oh, I missed you on your last call. Yeah, Thursday sounds good. Well, Thursday no longer works for me because you took a day to call me back. I'm going to email you instead. Okay, now it's next week. All that stuff went away when I went to a shared calendar. So I use Google appointment slots. Now, the problem is it makes every person create an account, which some people don't want to do. So some of my clients were like, I'm not creating an account just to schedule an appointment with you. Well, guys, I now run almost 100 appointments a week because my calendar is online. How cool is that? That is built into this system. You can have individual team calendars that only your team has access to for events, parties, gatherers, book clubs, soccer meets, and NFL parties. I mean, whatever you're doing, you can share out that calendar. How cool is that? Now it gets even better. Let's talk about the social media buzz wall. Your Smash profile in your back office, what we call kind of command central of your profile, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute, will allow visitors to view your most favorite social media posts. When people see this high traffic chatter, they will naturally perceive you as a leader. People love dealing with successful people. Have you ever sought someone out in a company you wanted to work with? Who do you go to? The guy that has 14 views on his profile, or the guy who did a video that has 137,000 views? People chatting about him all over the web. You're like, oh my gosh, that's my guy. Hook me up. That's what you do. We're going to create that perception to smash your competition. They're compelled to sneak out information for that opportunity. Now, let's go into a couple other things this will do. One of the things I hate about social media is my social media has gone into this morphed labyrinth, and Lynn is going to kill me right now, which is our social media guru. But I hate going onto my Facebook. It drives me crazy because what happens is my Facebook goes like this, and scrolls all day. I try to hold my mouse in one place to see my wife's post. Yeah, forget it. It's not happening. It cannot work. Well, I have over 5,000 friends and over 4,500 additional people that want to be friends with me, and I've got 30,000 first-level connections on LinkedIn. Woohoo if it doesn't build relationships with people. Doesn't mean a thing except for you have a whole lot of people that wonder what the heck you're doing or are trying to install GPS chips in your toes. One of the two. The difference in our system, it is going to change everything. You are now going to be able to toggle between not just businesses, but personas, so to speak. What do I mean by this? Our hub will allow you to toggle effortlessly between a business, personal. So how many on this call do 3 businesses? Well, what if you just wanted to deal with your friends and family? Well, all of your contacts, your calendar, your tasks, your social media wall, all your influence changes in one button click. Now you want to change to another one? Select the button, it's going to change to that business. Change it to your other business, it's going to change it to the other business. And if you switch to all, it's going to show you everything you got in one loaded gun. This is huge. This is huge. I am so excited about this feature. Have you ever heard that the best innovations in the history of the world have been designed out of uncomforts, pain, and agony? Well, this was one of my agonies. Initially, they just wanted to create groups, and I'm like, no. You create networks and groups. So we can group our contacts within networks, but networks are different than groups. They're not the same thing. because you have to log into all of your social media sites on your personal, all your social, never mind, we'll get into that in a minute. Actually, we're going to do it right now. For this centralized hub, you can manage all of your social media marketing without it consuming your day. You can post to all of your social media sites with one click per network. So if you only want to post a happy anniversary party this weekend to your friends and family, you put it on your personal friends and family network, and it will only post to those 300 social media sites. If you want to do it to your big network on ABC network, you can send it to all of those. Or you can do a Happy Monday and hit all of your different social media sites in one shot. This unique toggle feature allows you to flip between the multiple businesses so you can motivate, inspire, train, and broadcast anything you want. Now, you're also going to be able to literally do pre-scheduling like Hootsuite. So you can actually set up not just pre-scheduling, but let's say every time someone mentions a competitor of your company on Twitter, it automatically responds back with pre-written messages. How cool is that? So when a hashtag is mentioned, our system will scrape that and be able to auto-respond back. For example, if I just said, ABC is making me a ton of money. Oh yeah? ABC was mentioned in the hashtag, send back a response that says, man, I used to be in ABC, and it wasn't as great as BCD plumbing, and it is way better. So it's going to allow automatic responses to go back to correspondence based on those tools. It's very, very powerful, guys. The Campaign Manager. This is also one of my favorites. Your Smash Campaign Manager is innovative. It automatically handles a lot of components that you wouldn't normally think of. It can improve the efficiency of your marketing. It's powerful. It attaches to the contact management system. And it synthesizes and integrates your video email marketing campaigns under one centralized hub. What does all that mean? Okay, let's break it down. Let's say I'm a real estate agent. You'll be able to set up a Smash Your Competition bar. You'll be able to go into Campaign Manager and say New Home Buyer. And it will allow you to now set up a campaign of text, email, or instant message notifications and conversations over the next year, 5 years, 10 years. However, how many of you guys know real estate agents that don't want to do this? Well, in Smash, we're going to do it for you. We're going to have, I'll get into that in one more second. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Tell them I'm a little excited about the software. Anyways, these campaigns will allow you to have a whole new integration system with your contact management suite. When I show you what these campaign managers are going to be able to automate for you, and things we're preparing for this here in just a minute, it's going to take everything you've just seen to a whole nother level. Now, video email and video conferencing hot links. Elevate your marketing through the power of video. Now, with every single account, it will set up a video email system that will help you promote utilizing video communications. Now, let's say you don't want to do video communications. They will be pre-built in your system for you that will acknowledge appointments, that will remind people of their upcoming appointments, that will follow up on appointments, that will wish happy birthdays, that will also send out happy anniversaries. So none of your contacts ever get missed a list again inside of the system. Can you imagine if you have 10,000 people in your conference and you never miss their birthday? You've never missed their anniversary. It lets you know whether they're male or female. So if they're female and have kids attached to their profile, it sends them out a Happy Mother's Day. Or it sends them out a Happy Father's Day. Or a Merry Christmas. All from you as the master marketer, keeping up with every contact you ever come into touch with. Do you have any idea how much time that would save you? That right there, if I just did that for you guys, you would be in a whole different level of, I wouldn't even say the 98%ers, because I'm going to tell you, I know some of the top guys in this industry, they don't do that because they have millions of people in their contacts, and it's not going to happen. Well, imagine what you're going to have in this system and the capabilities of what this is going to do. Here is one of my favorite features. Automated virtual personal assistants. Well, Aloha, thank you for that, but this isn't me. This has been a collaboration from a whole lot of people. And I got to tell you, without the team that I have, this would have never been designed. Because they have actually, this has been a collaboration of almost 100 different mastermind groups. And so you can really thank them, because I'll tell you, some of my inspiration for social media came from Lynn. You know, a lot of my business stuff as far as things that have been put together have come from Vivian and Norm and Jay Allen and Jim and, you know, all of our different leaders and Cherie, and we've had just a huge influence. Then I went to the people that barely can use a computer, and I learned from them, so that if this isn't complicated, we keep it simple. The fortune of this system is in the follow-up. The Smash follow-up system allows you to use a series of pre-recorded videos with beautiful models that will do your follow-ups to your prospects for you. Now, if you don't like being in front of video, why would you want to be in front of video? You don't, but if you're like me and you have no problem jumping in front of a camera and say, "Hey, it's me, wake up!" See, I got y'all. Y'all weren't paying attention. Got to come on these presentations more. I get crazy. Anyways, when you get on the system, and you can either customize these, or you can have one of our virtual assistants do it for you. Special occasions. Imagine this. Like, hi, I was asked to send you just a quick happy anniversary. I really hope that you have a phenomenal day today. And it gives them a happy anniversary or a happy birthday or holiday greetings or social media follow-ups. You will never miss a birthday, anniversary, major holiday, event in a person's life ever again. Let's say you wanted to acknowledge a friend, and I'll tell you, I've had this campaign set up. He doesn't even know it to this day, but he lost a child several years ago. And every year on the date of his daughter's death, I send a message that says, "Hey, I'm just there with you today. I really love and appreciate you. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you." Now, would I want to do that personal? You bet I would. But what happens if I forget? That's really sad that all of a sudden he didn't get that, because he expects it every year. And then guess what? He calls me and says, "Man, thanks so much for remembering. That means the world for me because everybody else forgot." Now, that's a pretty serious example. I don't joke about that. It is something that I never forget, but sometimes without the ability to follow up, you take your cold market into warm market. But guys, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to show you a tool in this that hasn't been put on this PowerPoint effectively that we want to, we'll add to that on the next one. But I'll share it to you in just a minute. You haven't seen it yet anyway. Anyways, you can also do it to BizOp follow-ups. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to compile little $9 to $20 apps that are for real estate agents. And real estate agents, how would it be to be able to follow up with your prospect for the next 7 years till they buy their next home? That you never miss a holiday, you never miss one of their annual, yearly things. It's, "Hey, I just wanted to celebrate first year in your house. Congratulations." And that automatically followed up with your agents automatically. Well, do you know how much time that would take? I do, because we're paying for it. We're going to build it for you, so you never have to follow up as a network marketer, as a real estate agent, as an insurance agent, as a car salesman, as any one of those. We're going to build them as little pieces, and from one of your administrative assistants, they will follow up, and it will be available in your back office. Now, you can go and customize any one of those. But how would it be to send a text 3 days after? Send a regular email a week after? Send a video email in a month and a half on a holiday and say, "Hey, I just wanted to wish you Merry Christmas." It hits them via video, text, and their profiles they have. Is this cool or what? Can you see what I'm saying, guys? We have thought of almost everything, and if you think of something I haven't, let me know, because this is costing a fortune to build. Simply stated, you save countless number of hours with this software, because you're never going to miss something that automation can handle again. Now, you ready for it to get serious? How many of you guys buy lists? Well, what do you know about a list? You got an email address. Woo! Okay, you buy more money to get more information about them, right? Well, we're getting into some automation that is going to blow you away. This system utilizes a lot of data gathering capture methods. And it goes out, and not only can you verbally dictate your meeting notes, but let's say they visit your blog. Let's say they visit your Facebook. The system starts growing the notes automatically. But it also has a wormhole effect. When you enter an email address, remember you guys ever hear about all my data crawlers that we utilize and what the heck we use them for? Out they go. They start data mining every bit of information they can find about your prospect. Let's say you go off the prospect screen. It continues to hunt down that person. Blog postings, social media accounts, their websites, their replicated sites, their change of information, their new house they bought to their brand new kid. All that stuff gets data mined inside the contact record. Real time, as it's data mining it. So let's say I buy a list and it happened to have, we used George on the phone tonight, and it had George as my contact. When I enter George's email into my contact record in the media channel, it starts feeding me information. It says George just went to the lake last week and had a great time with his kids. George has a Facebook page and he just had a new daughter a couple weeks ago. George just bought a new dog, Fluffy. Okay, so when I call him, I'm like, George, hey man, I'm real busy because I'm heading out to the lake with my family this weekend. No way, I went to the lake with my family this last weekend. Where are you going? Oh my gosh, what a coincidence. Hey, I don't have a whole lot of time tonight, but do you mind if I schedule something with you next week? I'd love to catch up with you. No, what are you doing? Instantaneous rapport. Now, let's say those of you guys that are schmoes that have not followed up with your contacts lately. Well, imagine going and George calls you on the phone and George, what are you doing? He's like, man, I've been real busy. And right there it says that his daughter just had a kid a few days ago. Oh yeah, I heard you had a brand new little baby girl. Oh man, I didn't even thought you paid attention. Well, of course I pay attention. You're one of my top guys. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Those kind of things are invaluable in sales. Every salesman in the country, every salesperson around the world is going to be utilizing this product to knock it out of the ballpark. And I'm going to tell you, there is nothing like this that exists. I know, it's taken a fortune to build it. Now, let's go to the next step. The media room. You can take charge how your prospects learn about your opportunity. You can create specific media tours for your businesses and lead prospects to those precise videos, pictures, and documents you want them to see utilizing the media room. Next thing you're going to be able to do is the online training. Guys, this is where this goes to another whole new level. Completely automated industry and company specific trainings that have a beautiful person there training it, have all the text and workbooks attached to the training. You want to know how to do ABC Company? Well, ABC Company has an entire training series for new reps, intermediate reps, advanced marketing, sales, top sales professionals, motivational speakers, that you can go down the list and select which training you want to do, and if there's paid trainings, you can attend them. And the entire training goes at your pace, tracks the progress, and looks at where you were the last time you logged in. We're creating a virtual world, guys, and this is going to be something that's absolutely huge, because as this company grows into the who knows where the possibilities are, but I'm just going to let you guys know we're in for one heck of a ride. Now, you're also going to have the postings like instant messages. You'll be able to get special notices that will actually post these postings for you. It will actually show you which information is outdated. The other thing that you didn't get mentioned in the contact management system, the system will actually notify you when a contact has changed their information. So for those of you guys that change phone numbers and email addresses like water, you are able to actually notify your entire audience or circle of influence of your brand new phone number, and it will update their contact record if they're using Smash Your Competition. So this is another huge component. SEO marketing and analytics. You'll know who's going to your sites, when they're going there, how long they're doing, and what they're clicking. Your posts will go out all over the web with backlinks back to what we are referring as smashprofile.com. You guys talk about SEO marketing, but a lot of people don't have a clue how to do it. Well, what if we do it for you? We're going to go out there, and as you do the work to post your information, it's going to backlink back to a master profile. When that gets indexed, it's going to show everything you got, all of your social media sites, your different networks, your companies, what you're doing, all of your postings. It is like your master hub on the web. It's going to show them everything we can put on that page. And the reason why is not for your prospects to go look at it, but for search engines to data gather everything they can on it. The more references you have on the web, the higher you get placed on the web. Simple as that. Well, if I type in your name, this is going to go viral because your name's not only going to pop up once, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 times all over the web. Do you think it can be competed with? I don't think so. Not easily and not inexpensively, and sure the heck not for free. Guys, do you know most of everything I've just told you is entirely free? Let me say that again. Most of everything that I have just shown you is entirely free. Now, check this out. Let me show you how we're monetizing this. Profit clicking and smash cash. Okay? Advertise your business or businesses to target markets cost effectively with the smash profit clicking. On the right hand side of your Smash Your Competition hub, there are ads that are running down the right hand side. They're very nice, very clean. They look like Facebook and Google. Okay? They're not a great abrasive, but if there's something you like, you need free checks, you need business cards, you need those kind of things, they're going to be marketing right down the side of the site. That's how we're paying for this. When this thing goes live, you'll be able to purchase Smash Cash. This is like credits in the system that you can utilize to redeem advertising, training, services, apps, and all this other stuff inside the system. However, we're going to take it to a next level. On the top of every one of those ads, there is an amount we will pay you from Smash Your Competition to click on that advertisement. Why are we going to do that? Well, for example, if I click on your website, that causes a unique visitor. A marketer like me pays big money for that to get 10,000, 100,000, 50 million unique visitors a year to my site. I have paid in excess of $20,000 a week to have that happen. But that really doesn't increase your Alexa rankings that much. It kind of does, but it doesn't start gaining you search engine placement. Because a search engine wants to rank you by search engine convenience. Okay? So, I would pay like 2 to 3 cents or maybe 1 to 3 cents for you to click on that ad. So your kids can sit there all day and make $9 an hour clicking on advertisements throughout the site. Okay? Check this out. Well, what happens if I pay you $1 a click? How can I do that? Well, you'd click on the dollar ad. It would pop up Google in the middle of the screen. It would say, please type in, I want to work from home. You click on I want to work from home and click enter. Goes down and says, okay, find ABC. Goes down and finds ABC, clicks on it. Now, watch these videos and stay on this page browsing around for 2 minutes. Here's the timer. At the end of 2 minutes, it gives you $1. Well, do you know what that just did? That just increased your search engine rankings because these search engines is going to beef up your convenience closer to the top of those rankings. However, what happens if there's one on there that I would pay you $2 or $3 for? Where you click on a button and it loads 300 videos and all you have to do is wait for those videos to load once on your screen and it allows you to close it. Well, now I just have 300 videos on YouTube just get a click from a unique visitor driving click counts right through the roof of any video I place on that system. Guys, this is what profit clicking is all about. Let's talk about the one missing piece. Everything I've told you about is internal. Everything. Let's talk about external. Our Smash toolbar is your prospects portal to your businesses. This system was designed, not designed by us. We actually, there are several people that use this already, but it's never been used in this facet combined with this number of resources. There's one thing that happens when we get landing pages and splash pages and replicated pages and social media hubs and all this stuff. There's no uniqueness on all of them. But from here moving forward, welcome to the SmashBar. The SmashBar looks just like this bar right up at the top of the back office. It goes on every single page you have on the web. When this happens, it's going to allow several things to take place. The first thing, if you mouse over the first button, it is going to pop up a profile about you and your business. It's going to show them a little bit about your profile, why they should choose you, what your favorite hobbies are, what things you do, and what businesses you work. The interesting thing about that is it's also going to show them the number of total unique visitors you've ever had to any website attached to your profile in the system. So do you think if I went to my blog and I saw that 3.5 million people have looked at my sites, do you think I would think that was an ace? You bet your bottom dollar I would. I'd be more inclined to probably do business with that guy and just check out what it was he was doing, because that's how it works. But the next button is the one I really want you to pay attention to for a moment. The next button is going to be, give me just 1 second here. Whoops, went too far. The next button on the Smash toolbar is a contact button. And this contact button allows you to mouse over it, and they can then chat with you live from any web page you have on the web. They can set a scheduled appointment with you from any web page you have on the web. They can chat in a live video conference with you from any place you have on the web. They can see all of your instant messengers and all of your social media sites on every web page you market on the web. That bar will appear at the top of it. This is too incredible to pass up. This is probably one of the best features we have in the system. But it also has another area. It has on there it says whether you're online, offline, or busy. So when you select online, someone's visiting your Facebook page, they can chat with you right there in the time they want to make a buying decision or want to hang out or chat with you. So it's got a live chat feature built into the software. The next area is a comment bar. Where people, or not, I'm sorry, a buzz wall. It allows you to see all the things you're putting on your buzz wall, all of your PowerPoints, your presentations, your videos, and your audio, where they can comment, share, or save that information. Now the cool thing is, guys, let's say you refer someone to Smash Your Competition. That can happen with you referring them. That can happen with them selecting on one of your websites. That can happen with them choosing to contact you. And that can happen from probably 5 or 6 different methods. I'm going to explain in a moment why that's important. But with this being said, I hope you can see what the SmashBar does. It's going to be the external world into your business. And Vivian, if you'll just take a note to add an example of that so we can explain that to them in the future presentations. Now the next thing I want to share with you guys is the internal back office. Here's kind of what it looks like. You're going to see some information like the buzz wall, the hub, the calendar, the tasks, and guys, I'm just going to share with you one thing. How would you like to see the first mock-up of this system going live? I'm going to show it to you before we're off the call tonight, because I just got it in my office today. So anyways, you guys are in for one heck of a treat. Anyways, so the calendar, you can see it right here in your back office. You can see your My Toolbox. These are all of your available trainings you've been trained to utilize. Here's available trainings. This over here is called Right Here, Right Now. This will show you everything that's going on in your network. Who just signed on? Who just logged in? Who just signed up in your business? Who just attended a training? Who just changed their address, your phone number, logged in, viewed your website, checked you out, connected with you, emailed you, contacted you, sent you a message, a text message, instant messaged you. It is your portal, guys. You can look at that and see what's going on with your entire network of your business. You want to know what's going on? Take a few minutes and watch that screen, because what it will do, that is going to be your entire hub. Man, James just posted he had a baby. You click on it, opens up a window to message James. James, I just wanted to say congratulations, man. That's fantastic. Instantaneous connection. Did he just take your level of relationship to a new level? You bet he did. That thing is cool. All right, the next area I'm going to show you guys is just a little bit more of the profile information. You can see it's going to track like business names, affiliate IDs, login pages, labels like phone numbers, instant messages, email addresses. Your physical addresses will take a satellite snapshot of the person's address and load it right into your contact record. You can see labels like Facebook and anything you learn about them, education, music, movies, favorite books, favorite restaurants. All that is built into the profile information. So now you can say, hey, where do you want to go to lunch? Hey, isn't your favorite restaurant Olive Garden? Oh my gosh, I'm amazed you forgot or remembered this. I have said this statement and I will say it again. Google and Facebook, watch out, because this has never been designed. Never has a company ever attacked the contact management system like we have. Now, I'm going to share with you the last thing. You have an opportunity right now to pre-register for this company. What I've not told you in this system is there is a 2-tier affiliate program attached to this company. When someone comes into your business, no matter if you're doing ABC Company or Melaleuca or Amway or Zeke or whatever company you're in, right? It doesn't matter. Whether you sell insurance, real estate, auto sales, I mean, it doesn't matter. One of the best ways to get prospects is lead generation. Well, how do you do lead generation? Well, check this out. Smash Your Competition will give you unlimited $25 gift certificates, as many as you can pass out to your contacts to connect with you. Let me say that again. You have a list you buy, I'll allow you to give them a $25 gift card to market their business. As many as you want. You have 100,000 people you buy a list to, they can get an email that says, hey, JJ Orwitz just purchased you a $25 gift card to market your business. Redeem now. What did that do? Okay. When they click on Redeem Now, did that just work as your lead capture system to whatever business you're marketing? Can you now call him and say, hey, hopefully that advertising works out for what are you doing? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, thanks, man. That was so great. Why did you do that? Well, I just really wanted to help you grow your business, and I had some extra credits left over in my company, so I wanted to help you out. You know, since we're new working together, do you mind if we have a conversation? See, because products don't sell themselves. You got to go out there and network, right? What if your system could network by the thousands and the fish jumped into your boat instead of you had to go out and find a fishing reel, purchase lures and worms and learn how the little fish things bite and find a fish finder? I'm that guy that has a fish finder, a boat, the best reel, the best lures, the best worms, the best all of that, and the fish laugh at me. They actually get on my hook, jump off my hook, and put smiley faces underneath the water, so the fish finder will put smiley faces laughing at me. Okay, I got it. I understand what it is to not have the tools out there. Guys, I'm going to give you the tools. This is coming quickly. It is staged close to the end of the year to be in launch. It is being designed right now by an entire India development team. There's a whole group of people working on the magic of this software, and I'm just going to tell you, it's about to go to a whole new level of stuff. When you get a chance to send this out and you're sharing this with people, when you get and register at smashyourcompetition.com, get the person who invited you affiliate link. Because let's say they buy advertising, or they buy a pod inside the system, or they buy a training, or anything like that. You'll get paid 15% of everything anybody you refer into this business ever does. You will also get 15% of anything they refer into the system. It is a 2-tier, 30% compensation plan on everything ever done. Kelly, it doesn't cost anything to join. It's entirely free. So you can check it out. You can go pre-register for it. And for those of you guys that would like to jump off, if you guys do, we have maxed out this room tonight, and I'm sure it's going to max out in the future. But when you get a chance to send this out in your correspondence, your emails, your links, Vivian, I will have to get this up on our YouTube and our Vimeo channels. you'll get a chance to send this video out. Get your people on this, because I'm going to let you guys know. If I upload my list and everybody connects to me with Smash Your Competition, you lose them as your connection. You do not keep someone that you have not personally connected to in the group. Now, if they've connected to me already, you cannot steal them away from me. That's the other cool thing. Actually, I'm just going to let you guys know this. Let me tell you what I promised to do. I do have a list of 114 million people. Okay, I'm going to, since I own the company, along with my partner, I am going to take all 114 million people and I'm going to put them into the system, and I am not going to connect me in as their network person. I'm going to give them back to the community within the system. Those are going to be given to our investor group. Now, we have 30 spots left on our investment team. They're $1,000 positions. You can get into them. And actually, I'll just jump into this for just a second. I know I'm probably not supposed to, but I get certain benefits by being the host because no one can mute me. So we opened this up to top industry leaders to invest a $1,000 spot into Smash Your Competition. And here's what it gets you. You get into a 15% profit sharing pool. There are only 100 spots right now that are available. If you have interest in wanting one of those spots, you can contact Vivian Russell, and I'll have her put her information over on the right, and she will show you the agreement, she will show you the information, and that allows you to get two things. One, you are in a profit sharing pool where there's only 100 participants of 15% of the global revenues of this company. To put that into perspective, when a similar company, which is called Salesforce.com, went to $100 million in sales in less than 12 months when they launched their software. I believe we will top that very, very quickly because we are actually built off marketing and marketers as the top 100 people inside the company. The other thing is my database gets rotated to the active investors in that group as personal referrals of theirs, not mine. I get an override of the whole company anyway, so the better we do, the better you guys do. I don't need all those contacts giving and buffering my pocketbook. I would prefer them making the investors who invested in this company money. So there are several spots left. When they're gone, they're gone. There will not be opportunities. So if you have someone who would be interested in, now is your time to have the conversation. We will be doing these more often and regularly as we roll it out. And with that, I really want to thank you guys for coming tonight, but I won't leave without showing you the prototype. Okay? This is what is called a wireframe. So you guys can see this is real and it is in current development. This is actively being designed as we're talking about right now. It's going to pop up on your screen here in just a moment.
JJ, while you're doing
Yes, ma'am.
that, I want to ask you guys one thing. I know there's a lot of people that have sat back and said, "Well, okay, that's great. Smash is going to go just viral really quick, but how does that build my business?" Guys, I think that the way that JJ went through it today really explains it. For those of you who've asked me that question before. First of all, you're building a list. Second of all, everybody is attracted to leaders. And you will appear, no matter what level you're at currently, you will appear to be the biggest, baddest leader out there. So it just opens up everything for you. And I see he's ready to go. So I just wanted to mention that this will explode your current business.
Now, I'm not going to show you my whole screen because that will show you the dev server, but I will show you this much on your screen so you can see it. But this is the prototype in design right now. You're not going to see any graphics on what I'm about to show you. The only thing you're going to see is information. The first thing you're going to notice is on the home page, the information to register for this system is simple. I'm not asking for your phone numbers and addresses and firstborn child. I'm not asking you to complete a profile. The first goal is to rope them in. You need a username, you need a password, you need to say what your name is, you need an email address. That's it. You're registered for Smash Your Competition. Welcome to the system. You'll see a verification that pops up. It says account has been created and details has been sent to your email's address to validate. You can then go in and you can edit your profile. You guys think we're not kidding about having this thing designed? Take a look at your screen, guys, because it's in active development right now. Now, As you see this, you can see it's got a, this is what's called your back office, by the way. This is your hub. For those of you guys that can't see anything, refresh your screen, because I'd be seeing a lot more complaints if it wasn't there, but you can also watch it on the recording. Now, the status, you can see the network. See up here where you can switch your network. You can see all your messages, your notices, and your live chats. You can see your contacts, your calendar, and your tasks. Vivian, can you see my screen? Alright. Man, when you ask a question and 100 people answer, that's pretty funny. Okay. So this is the back office. This is what's called Command Central. You can see advertisements right here, and you're going to see advertisements down the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see your hub for your information, anything you mark as favorites. You can see your calendar and your tasks. You can see the due dates. Oh, I didn't even tell you this part. Will you put this in the system? I totally forgot it. It has marketing for dummies, guys. I didn't even tell you this. So if you're a novice and you're just getting going, the system shows you what you should be doing. If an arrow turns red, it tells you to do what to do. You click on the red arrow, and it will pop up a box and says, oh, you have not sent out any invitations. Would you like to get a list? Oh, you don't have a list? Let me show you how to scrape a list. Don't want to scrape a list? Want to buy it? Here's our vendors. Video emails, blogs, sharing, commenting, new emails. The button's green, you're doing your job. Button's red, do something about it. And that happens per network, not per company. So you can actually have in there and be in there, and it will be doing it for each one of your networks. So if you're doing 3 or 4 businesses and you're dropping the ball, all your arrows may be red. Available trainings, you can see them by company, category. We're going to have people like David Cooper and Zig Ziglar and Brian Tracy and these kind of information that you'll have a chance to come hang out and check this thing out. Down here you're going to see the icons for like ABC Network, journals, information. You'll see all of their profiles. Going on to the next area, you can upload your picture. You can view profiles. You can manage contacts. You can see new contact information, new contact subscriptions. Here's the home screen. They're growing this every day, guys, and they're doing it very, very quickly. So if you have not had an opportunity to see this, you know, it is growing rapidly. Next thing is the ad network. You can actually add your different networks. That's already being built in. You can manage networks. Here's your My Account information. The journal system tracks every single action taken in your account for good. This is actually a hacking prevention as well. Someone ever comes into your account and looks at it and makes changes, you'll be able to see it and track it inside of the system immediately. So you can actually see all the journal histories. You can actually see how a contact has been managed from conception all the way to everything that's ever happened. So you added an event, phone call with John from 10.0. So it tracks the IP address of where it came from or who actually entered the note. You changed first name of David. You changed phone call. You changed this. Here's another phone call. You had a meeting. You can add additional notes, like you added an event with phone call. Then you can add additional notes to every single one of those items. You can add a profile to the network. Calendar. It's got the calendar system being designed right now. Look how clean this looks, guys. You can see the month, the 4-day work week. You can see the agenda view. You can see the day view. You can see the multiple calendars. Notice it looks a lot like Google. Next thing you can do is calendar items for the week pop-up. These are the different areas. You can see how it does recurring events. It repeats. It has reminders. It has recurring notification email. You can see attendee lists. You can create the event. You can manage contacts in this view as well. Notice how your grouping is all up here. You can import your contacts. This is one of my favorite features. If you attach your Yahoo, we're going to pay you another $25 gift card. If you attach your Gmail, we're going to give you another gift card. You attach your Facebook, another gift card. You attach your Hotmail, we'll give you another gift card. All those contacts get sucked into Smash Your Competition and start being profiled. Now, the username, it's very simple. You can see the login. You can see the exporting system. So if you want to take your contacts out, you can do that and make Excel documents, put them into other documents. The $25 gift cards are for advertising on the ad network. You can actually take pictures with your camera, and you can take pictures by utilizing your web browser. So guys, you are among the first to ever see this, because I haven't even showed this to Vivian yet. Vivian, did I show you this yet? I don't think I did. Anyways. Was it? Did I show it to you last night?
No, you showed me the other version, the one that we got before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. It's growing every day, guys. That's a good way to put it. This is ridiculous. We have really thought about everything. I mean, guys, one thing you also haven't seen in this is it replaces Dropbox, because all the documents you have attached to any record can actually travel around with you. So it is a pretty cool deal. All you have to do now is, if you want to get an account, contact the person who invited you to it, make sure they have their account, and get their replicated site. If you are not involved with anybody and you have not got in, you can sign up on the Smasher Competition site. We'll rotate you to one of the active team members. I am really, really grateful, because I do not feel this was my idea. I feel it addressed a pain. There's actually a good friend of mine that actually started this conversation with me. I talked to him early today. It's kind of funny. Let me see if he's on here. Oh, I wish he was. Anyways, a good friend of mine actually helped me develop this one about 7 months ago. We had an opportunity to just dialogue, and we were so frustrated at the cost of contact management systems. Then I started designing this, thinking of some of the things I have to utilize on a day-to-day business to build my business. And I have lead scrapers, and I have traffic generators, and I have all this junk I'm spending money for, and nothing's ever paying me back. So the challenge was, as we started designing this, and I'm a very big believer of mastermind groups. So many of you have probably been on several of my mastermind groups designing this software. And if you want to be a part of our mastermind group, you can, or our beta tester group. You can also send a message to Vivian. She'll compile a list, and we will let you be on our mastermind group and our groups where we discuss the future of this product. Guys, this thing is created by a lot of different pieces. And you get an opportunity just to be among the participants tonight to learn about this amazing software. But I'm going to tell you, I'm absolutely humbled by the amazing experience and the pour out of support we've had in building this software. I believe this is going to answer the questions, not for us, you know, above average networkers and marketers and people that do this for a living and everything else, but I think this is going to answer the cry to the brand new person that doesn't know what to do. The single mom that may have never been taught, the new person that has never even owned a computer, the brand new teenager that's looking how to not go out and work for someone else, but to empower their life with something bigger. That's what this is all about to me. It's about creating something bigger than everyone else. And as you get a chance to see this thing roll out and the mistakes we're going to make along the way. Okay, I want to let you guys know, this is a big project. I may be a month late in bringing it out. I don't want to put expectations of when it's coming, so if you ask me, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you it's going to be sometimes around the end of the year. You know, it's a big project, and I don't want you guys to get overexcited saying this is coming out in the next month or month and a half and all this other stuff. It will get here when it gets here, but we will keep you informed. You're on our, if you got on this call tonight, you can message Vivian and she'll put you on our update, and there's newsletters that are coming out that will keep you abreast of its progress. There's investor reports that are coming out that will be coming to each one of the investors, letting you know what's going on with it, and it's there for you. We're going to keep you informed of what's happening. Again, guys, we'll see you on next week's call. Thank you for your love, support, and appreciation, and Vivian, I'll turn it back over to you. So long and be well, guys.